Welcome back. I'm Pete, and this is Custom Car Channel. I didn't do an intro to my video for the 2019 Silverado oil change because I was going to include it on the video I did with the 2012 Ford Explorer. I did tried to find a steering wheel angle sensor, which it didn't have one, and then I ended up doing an oil change and some other stuff. So here I am doing the intro a few days later for my video. So we have to go get this truck. Let's go get it and get started. All right, I had to go get the Silverado. We're in it now. We're gonna push button start on this baby. I'm gonna get her warmed up a little bit and get this oil changed. ...2019 Silverado. She's got the 5.3. It's got 73,260 miles. So it's always a good idea to get her warmed up a little bit, so it'll come out faster and more of it'll come out. This one's got some good brakes in her. I've been servicing this truck for quite a while now, since it was almost new. And so probably not going to check everything today. He does get his tires all done at the tire shop, so they do the rotating and all that. I have this truck in every 5,000 miles to do the oil change. And it's not quite due yet, but I guess he wanted it done. And it's also a good idea, you do a little road test, if the wheel bearings are bad or anything like that. She's starting to come up on temp a little bit now. Let's go another little bit, and we'll bring it in and lift it up and get after it. And I don't usually do oil changes, but since this is a Saturday and we already did one, this transmission was just serviced to the other day, or a couple weeks ago. This is the 8-speed, and it did get the mobile HP fluid. Yeah, we got enough temp in her now. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's good enough to change the oil. Pop. Taking the keys with me. This is one of the honks the horn. I just hate that. I got the hoist arms all set. And we went all the way up. We'll set her back down. There we go. So I did strip out the hex on this oil filter on the oil drain plug once. And these Chevys, for some reason, need to use a 6-point and a good one, because they like to stick in there. So I had to replace the plug on this once already. There we go. And this is an 8-quart, maybe a little bit more than 8 quarts. Holds 0.20. So I think while the oil's draining, we'll go ahead and give her a walk around. So I want to look at the brakes. And that's about 6 millimeters. Just set you guys there for a minute. A little bit better on the outside. No leaks on the transmission. No leaks on the engine. Check the brakes on this side. And that's about 5 millimeters. It's gonna need brakes pretty soon on a pickup. They tend to be a little worse on the brakes. We got 4 or 5 millimeters there. That's not very good. Exhaust is all good. Everything in the back looks pretty good. Let's look at the brakes back here. And that is like 3 millimeters, maybe 4. 5 on the outside. The diff looks good. I've checked the condition of that fluid last time. Yeah, it looks like 3 or 4 millimeters there. It's going to need a full brake job. And a little bit more on the outside here. It looks like 6. So we'll probably have to pad slap this thing. And let's take a look back here. Yeah, we got electronic brake caliper, electronic parking brake. I know we did one of these at the shop that I work at, and it wasn't fun. And then in the front, I did service the transfer case on this too. And then in the front, at least on the driver's side, that's an electronic pad wear indicator sensor. So we got that too to deal with. Alright. So I think that's pretty good. Under here, that's all the checking we're going to do. We'll let that drain out there just a second. We can do the filter now, I guess. And that was installed correctly. Of course, I did it. Let's let that drain also. So this truck gets regularly maintained, whatever it needs. And it's going to need brakes. So I suppose we could try that. I should be able to handle it. I think we'll just put some pads in there. Okay, so the oil's been draining for like 10 minutes. We can go ahead and spin that filter off of there. Haven't spilled no oil yet. We'll go ahead and pour some oil in this filter and put some clean oil on the seal. And I'll go ahead and put that plug back in. That's tight enough. Like I said, I have a little trouble with these plugs on these engines. It's a soft plug, soft middle. Alright, we'll get the filter. Make sure there's no gasket up there, it's nice and clean. We'll spin this baby on. It's a PF63. It is an AC Delco. I'm going to grab that with the wrench since I get my hand on it very good. And that's tight enough. Get some brake clean. Nice and clean. There's not any oil leaks on this truck. It's a nice truck. There, the oil's dropped out of it. New filter's on. We'll be ready to go down and fill her up. Like I said, I'm not going to check any of the other fluids. I've already done that on its last oil change. And it got the new transfer case fluid. There's no leaks, so they're all in good condition. I'm not going to check them this round. It would be different if something was leaking, then we'd definitely want to check it. Nothing is leaking on this truck. I've checked all the fluids before. I'm going down. Also, the last time this was here, this got a new air filter. I'm not going to check that. Got a new cabin air filter. I'm not going to check that. So this takes a little bit over 8 quarts on this one. And I got the Havoline in the box. It's 020. So that's about 4.5 quarts we put in there. Got to get some more. So we want to put in about 4 quarts. These things are oil hogs. Let's see where we're at here. It's going to need just a little bit more. I should about do it. I'm thinking. So while we're here, we'll fill up the washer fluid. It's pretty full. And it's right down here. You guys can't see it. Haven't spilled any today, but let's see how this goes. Still no spillage. Usually he keeps this pretty full on this truck. There we go. Whoops. I did spill 1 drop. There we go. So next I'll put the oil cap back on. And I'll go get a sticker. We'll put a sticker in it and reset the oil life. Okay, let's go put the oil change sticker on and reset the oil life. And we've got to get the keys. This thing self-locks. So first thing first, we're going to get the new oil sticker on it. Oil change sticker. I got the old one off. I got her cleaned up. We're going to stick that all the way up into the corner. Really nice like. We're going to give her a wipe. Alright. Sticker is changed. Let's fire it up. We'll go out and check for leaks. So I'm just going to back up a hair so I can get out easier. yeah, we got a reverse camera somewhere in there. So right now, let's reset the oil life. So I think it's this side. So we got to dismiss that. And tire pressures are okay. There we go. So now we just hold in on this little turn knob. And there we go. It's reset. Alright, we'll go out and check for leaks. Okay, there's nothing leaking. I don't see anything. Looks good. There's no leaks. Let's check the oil level. And we are right on the full. That's where I keep this truck, is right on the full. So I think we are good to go. I don't know why this is open. Must have died on them. All right, guys. I'm gonna bring this truck back to the guy, and maybe if I still feel like working, I'll bring the F-150 in and do the transmission, huh? Anyways, thanks for watching. That's what I had to do today, so I just brought you guys along for the whole day. New to these videos, like to get my channel up and going better. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.